Hi, Namaskar. Namaskar, my name is CP PATHAKK, an astrologer, PALMIST, as well as Vastu consultant. I welcome you all today in today's session, which is on Vastu science, is reality or superstition. First of all, I hail to all the viewers, to all the keen observer of ancient India, ancient Bharat, and related to all the scriptures, all epic, all the granthas that we have as our glory, which is crown of our ancient India as well as modern India also. In today's session, I will talk about Vastu science is a superstition or reality. And before that, before we begin, I would like to request to all viewers who are watching my session, who are on live today, right now, please share it so that it could be circulated broadly and reach mass of people, majority of people, to reawake, to revive our ancient learning, to our ancient Vedas, ancient scriptures, and ancient epics, and to reach our youngest mind of India, to spread our valuable, glorified India, which is thousand years of old. Today's I'm going to talk about Vastu Shastra and the different aspect of Vastu Shastra, as well as those who are on live can comment. At the same time, they can circulate, they can share this video also, this session also, and they may also put their questions related to Vastu Shastra, or if any misconception is prevailed in his mind, they can also put forward. I'm here. I'll try to resolve all the queries, all the misconceptions availed in your mind, so that a healthy atmosphere, a healthy cosmos should be prepared for our ancient learning, for our ancient sheet of learning. As we know that Vastu Shastra literally means science of architecture. It simple means it's science of architecture and nothing else. Yes, of course, it is traditional Indian system of architecture, which is originating in India thousand years ago. We will see also how it is mentioned in our scriptures in bronze, which is kind of proof for the young India, for the young generation. Text from the Indian subcontinent describe principles of design, layout, measurement, ground preparation, space arrangement, and spatial geometry. Vastu science or Vastu Shastra forms traditional Hindu and in extended form Buddhist belief also. The design aims to integrate architecture with nature, the relative functions of various parts of structure, and ancient beliefs utilizing geometric patterns, which is better known as yantra, symmetry and directional ligaments. So it's all about mathematical calculations. It's all about the way we live. It's all about to observe positive energy. And for some extent, we can say to create some positive vibe to make our life better and best. And it is a very common fact that if your mind is sound, if your aura is positive one, you are living surrounded with the positive energy, positive vibe. So your approach of your life, your way of thinking, your bundle of thoughts would be very much creative, very much original, and thus they will create a good society. They will help to create a good state, good country, good citizen, good people, and that is the aim of human being. and that is the most important part, which really separates us from animal being, right? So Vastu Shastra, we can say, is the textual part of Vastu Vidya. Vastu, which simply means Vastu. Let me make it easier. Vastu means object. The broader knowledge about architecture and design theories from ancient India. Vastu Shastra is a bunch of ideas and concepts with or without the support of layout diagrams that are not rigid. Rather, these ideas and concepts are models for the organization of a space and form within the building or collection of buildings based on their function in relation to each other. They are, kind of, they have a mutual relation. They have reciprocal approach in calculation, we can say. Their uses and the overall fabric of the Vastu. Ancient Vastu principles include those of the design of Hindu temples and the principles of design of layout of houses, towns, cities, gardens, roads, water works, shops, and other public areas. If you visit the ancient temples, just go to see Konark Temple, some of the ancient temples of India, you will find a great artistic design, and those artistic design is based on scientific background. So a kind of good, beautiful blendment of science and spiritual theories. So it's kind of we have profit in both hands. It's a good blendment of science in religion, which really concludes, which is the conclusion, which is the spirit, which is the essence of Vastu Shastra, which is the essence of Vastu science. You just see the ancient roads, which are very wider, shops which are very technical, gardens which are based on the condition of environment, the geographical condition of the place. You see the temple, which is very much based on science, to revive, to restore the positive vibes, positive energy. As far as the word, even if you dive into the meaning of the word Vastu, which simply means a dwelling or a house with a corresponding plot of land. Vastu means Vastu, which is object of what? Where we live, where we dwell, that is our house, that is our building. Vastu takes the meaning of the site or foundation of the house, site, ground, building, dwelling place, habitation, homestead, house. So many words that we have created for that, but the meaning is the same. Words may be different, words may change, but the meaning would remain the same. Underlying root, if you go for nomenclature of the word, underlying root is vas. That is Vastu, Vas. Vas means dwell, live, stay, reside. The term Shastra may loosely be translated as doctrine, teaching, simply. So Vastu Shastra, Vastu simply means dwelling place, and Shastra, science, ideology, concept of ideology. So concept of ideology for dwelling place. It might be in different forms. Dwelling does not confine to a place where we live, but it also suggests that where we work, where we go for a walk, where we connect with people, other people, where we assemble, where we get together. So the form of place may be different, but logic will be applied on the same ground. That is scientific ground. I am saying over and over again in my all session that my aim is to bring these science, which is under conspiracy to defame, which is under conspiracy to collapse the entire ideology of our ancient India, of our ancient sages and saints. And that is my aim, that is my goal, to bring them back into different spectacles, into different goggles. And that goggle will be scientific, obviously. So Vastu Shastra literally means science of building, right? Manuals of architecture. The foundation of Vastu is traditionally ascribed to the mystical sage Mamuni Myan, who is believed to be the first author to the creator of Vastu Shastra. Mamuni Myan is believed to be the first creator of Vastu Shastra. In Vastu constructions of ancient times, according to Jesse Mercy, who is the chancellor and professor at American University of Mount Science and Technology, according to him, authentic Vastu science is based upon ancient principles discovered thousands of years ago by a Rishi scientist carpenter named Mamuni Myan. Myan is one of the 5 sons of Vishwakarma. Again, see, the foreign scientists, foreign researchers admits it. They accept that this is originated in India, and the person who is believed to be a saint, who is believed to be a carpenter, who is believed to be a researcher, a scholar, at the same time, he who is also believed to be one of sons of Vishwakarma. Vishwakarma, everybody is familiar with this word, who is a known god of architecture in Indian mythology, in Eastern mythology, in our religion. You see, there's so many, adoptions and uses have been taken from our Shastra, have been taken from our different resources. If you see the Sanskrit treatise on architecture, you will find lots of resources, lots of manuscripts are there. Of the numerous Sanskrit treatises mentioned in ancient Indian literature, some have been translated in India. Many Agamas, Purans, and Hindu scriptures include chapters on architecture of temples, homes, villages, towns, fortifications, street shops layouts, public wells, public bathing, public halls, gardens, etc. In some cases, the manuscripts are partially lost, some are available only in Tibetan, Nepalese, or South Indian languages, while in other original Sanskrit manuscripts are available in different parts of India. Some treatise books with chapter on Vastu Shastra include. I'm just going to name them out so that you could find the resources. Mansara, Brihat Samhita, Maimata, Aprajita Vastu Shastra, Chakra Shastra, Janana Ratna Kosha, Vastu Lakshana, Vastu Vichara, Vastu Vidya, Vastu Nidhi, Kasyapya. Apart from these scriptures, lots of scriptures are there, which really proves that we have a vast treasure of knowledge about Vastu science, about the science of architecture. So undoubtedly, it is a science. It is science of architecture, and you see, without any advanced technology that we have today, right now in today's world, that we understand that we have so much advanced in technology, but even if you go back and you see the temples, the ancient reminiscences, you will find, and it will really amaze you that without any advanced technology, the sky-touching temples, sky-touching buildings are very much scribed the different images with the different meaningful words, which even today seems impossible to create. So it is a kind of miracle of our ancient India. It's kind of miracle of Vastu Shastra. It's kind of all, miracle, magic of science of architecture that we better known as Vastu Shastra or Vastu science today. So it's undoubtedly, it's not superstitions. Vastu Shastra is a science. It is based on the mathematical calculations, geometrical designs, layouts, elements, and so other things. And we must follow them to live a better life, to live a healthy life. And it's very ridiculous to say here in this corona time that we are suffering, that the entire world is suffering with this epidemic problem. It really confines into our homes and taught us how to live in a healthy way, in a good way, in a good mannered way, that our ancient materials, that our ancient resources have been teaching from long. But we are avoiding, we are neglecting them. Now we are imposed, we are confined to live in four walls and to read all the scriptures, all the materials that we have. So that's for today in our session. In next session, we will talk more about about this very much science, Vastu science, and of its different aspect. Because I'm not willing to make my video longer and lengthy one, so that the audience could feel all boredom. All right, my aim is to spread my video in my session in bites, so that everybody could grab it and can understand the importance and significance of our glorified past of India, glorified past of our Indian materials, Indian ancient India, and could understand and absorb those all nations or all values into their life. So in today's session, I'm very much obliged to all the viewers who are on live and watching me. And thank you. I'm giving a vote of thanks to them, and kindly request, it's a request to share it, to circulate it, and as well as to subscribe to my channel also, so that it can, inspire me. It could encourage me to make more and more video. That's for today. Thank you very much.